you're behind Castlevania. I have not seen that, but I saw that. Like,
I really enjoyed Castlevania.
It's big in the world, and I was like, oh shit, that's like a big show. Like, and this guy's behind that, so that's
Gray
awesome.
was the one that I knew about.
Was that the first big project you undertook with Netflix?
I have a question for you.
Of course.
That background, is that your actual background, or is that like a
Kyle took a bunch of time to actually staple up all that shit behind him, and so I put his exact background as a green screen behind me. Just more joking with Kyle to have a better looking, cleaner version of it.
That's interesting.
Than him.
That's amazing. That's amazing because yeah, and I hope I'm not offending anyone here, but Kyle, Taylor's looks better than yours, and the fact that Taylor's is fake and yours is the real deal. That's kind of like, when the copy of the copy of the copy all of a sudden, like,
no, is the true master version.
But he doesn't have the wonderful sound dampening benefits of the black and red wall.
Oh, that is true, because you're when you talk, there's a dampening that I with Taylor. Taylor, I'm not getting any of that with you, buddy.
No dampening whatsoever.
So there's an element of like false advertising.
He's not very funny either, if you ask me.
Just a terrible addition to the show.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, but your background can't even change to other things.
The problem was, back in the early days, we had this contract where we had to pay the third host by the pound, like whatever they weighed, and so we had to go with a skinnier fella, and that's what we've done.
That would be an interesting. Is it too stupid to be called a thought experiment? like how much would you be willing to gain and be fat for more money at your job?
If Taylor got paid by the pound, he wouldn't be cheaper anymore.
No,
he would have used the last 7 years.
He's really been getting more and more expensive, but with his workout regimen and his Cheez-Its addiction.
That's true. Those things combine for a lot of mass. Not it's like an 80-20 bad to good breakdown. But still.
We might all be heavier though. Oh no, you lost a lot of weight, Woody. I'm
lighter than I was. Yeah,
I'm like 205 or 206 right now, I think.
I weighed in at 199 last time, so that's close.
Yeah,
that was a few days ago.
Yeah, our composition is probably wildly off. I'm putting on that baby fat. We've been bulking hard.
All right. I would love to hear all about this. We have our guest for 90
I want
minutes.
to talk to our guest about Castlevania because I really enjoyed Castlevania. I thought that just like in Bram Stoker's Dracula the movie, he presented like a sympathetic version of Dracula. I was on Dracula's team the whole way. Like if anything, I didn't like the ending of Castlevania because I was just like, why are we all rallying against the clear good guy here? I mean, like the clergy got together and murdered this guy's like wife while he was away from home, and like he comes home and seeks revenge, and somehow he's the bad guy.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah.
You guys are all gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, Woody, you are. You got a Call of Duty Black Ops.
I get passionate about games, and then I completely withdraw. I am a sawtooth pattern of gaming. Why did you ask?
This is going real well.
Just is it?
What does a producer do?
No, you don't seem to want to talk about your project. Like we're trying to engage you about like what you do, right? And sort of lead that into us picking your brain a bit about process and future projects. And you're just like, you got an interesting background. And hey, do you play video games?
You do.
I mean, I'm happy not to talk about you if that's what you'd prefer.
I know you're a gamer because I can see Pokemon. And something
that is a Pokemon right there. That's a.
It is. It's a dead-eyed Pikachu. Is that it?
It is. Yeah. It's a Louis Vuitton Pokemon.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And look, I got Earthbound right there.
Oh, I didn't know Louis Vuitton made Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy grabbed my balls. As part we were wrestling. And, he got his hand between my legs and he grabbed like my cock and my balls. And you'd be like, well, that kind of happens.
No.
It's a control. No, it does. Like there's definitely, going back to the picture on the thing, right? What if he grabbed between that guy's leg like, you know, and pulled the inside leg up so as to like flatten him out or try and flip him over? What if you grab between his like under his ass instead of
palm is on the thigh? That's one thing, but your palm should not be on his dick, cock, or ass.
You could accidentally grab his sack.
Yeah, it's not.
That.
Well, they're probably wearing a cup.
Accidentally,
but they might not. I don't know if wrestlers wear cups. But anyway,
I wouldn't. I was wrestling with that guy.
But if you were like grabbing, I was talking to a high level wrestler once, and this is before I did any jits or anything like that. And I'm like, you know, you guys like you'd roll with guys, you got your hands between their legs and stuff like that. And he was just, this is what he did. He like, you have to see his face almost. It was really matter of fact. He's like, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And if I were ever in a fight, that'd be an advantage I had over you. And I was like, fuck, he's kind of right about that. Right? Like, it's part of the deal. If you
wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, so here's the difference. Remember my story about Uncle Terry and how he said in prison he would do anything to win a fight? He'd eat an asshole if that's what it took?
Okay.
Yes.
I can see that in a real life fight where it's probably not going to end with like, that was a pretty rough fight. Yeah, man, I'm glad we made up. Like a real fight where you may actually be fighting for your life. Oh yeah, I'll bite his balls. I don't care. Then I'll fist his ass.
There's
like,
money on the line. There's money on the line.
See, here's points. I felt like when I was defending checking your oral, I was in a pretty tough spot. But now that I'm defending just a hand between the legs as a control position, I feel really. I think I'm just right about this. You know what next? You can't touch inner thigh because it's ticklish.
Don't say anything about the RSK.
Thank you. Daily.
What a story! Start snapping.
Get her drunk, take her to the back, put dick in her mouth, leave the front, don't unlock my knee, turn the radio, pull the car up into the yard, cleaning out the hole. You should.
There's so many deer in our yard. There's the deer. Can you see all the deer in our yard? There's like 5 deer in our yard for some reason. I'm chasing the deer.
Can we even drive on this part of the yard?
Yeah.